Hello everyone, it is Kevin, the Stoic Reseller for another What Sold in 24 Hours. We have a great topic of the day because it's going to be positive, but something we're going to be closely monitoring. So let's get on with it. No time to waste. Time is money and money is time. We have a total of 7 items going out. I changed the AI tool, and my alterations to the AI tool inevitably screwed the formatting up. I don't know. I gotta fire the Chinese child that works on this AI tool. They clearly just don't have what it takes. So we had 7 sales, 256.09. Why did I put that? Oh, see, I can't even understand my own AI tool. The 36.58 that you see there is the average sale price of each item. That includes shipping and taxes. The average cost of goods is 31.5%, $80.67. My average cost of goods is equal to $68.25. My net profit after all of that is $107.17. And that 42%, that is what my net profit is of the total sales. So if you don't take any of your taxes that you have to pay our alien overlords, that is a damn good. I'm almost operating at a 50%. That's pretty good. But when you got to pay the alien overlords a portion of the money you worked for, my total profit comes down to $68.76. That's free money in my pocket, which equates to 27% of my total sales. Just trying to create a little bit more transparency for you guys. We're going to start her off with this. This is a carbon to cobalt sweater. It's like a chunky cable net. The style number came up with, I think it was like some fisherman something or other. Really nice sweater. I mean, this is actually a really high quality piece. It sat in my store, which is to be expected, for about 3.5 months. It sold for $33.97. Guys, carbon to cobalt is something that I personally view as something as bread and butter / filler in the store. It's an item that I expect to take a little bit longer than my 90 days to sell. And it also only commands a certain price. Their sweaters that I have found like this have always commanded over $30. So if you see it for cheap enough, it commands $30 because the buyer also paid $8.50 in shipping. Their shirts and short sleeve and long sleeve flannels and things like that, I still pick up as long as I'm paying under $8 because I list them at $23, and they normally sell, I would say, within 6 months. And I'm fine with that. That's kind of what I'm hoping to build my store with, because over time you start to sell those items frequently. That's something I do with Untuckit. That's something I'm doing with Carbon to Cobalt. Prana is a brand I'm doing that with. Once I see certain other brands, like maybe a Ralph Lauren, things like that, I do tend to expect that those will take longer. The next item is this, I think it's Do Air. I'm not 100%. These are some performance jeans. These are sold at REI, guys. I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers again lately, just to make sure my brand knowledge is up to par. To make sure the styles that I'm getting is it's still intact. And one of the questions I see all the time is, where should I source items? Or what items should I be selling? Guys, go to these high-end outdoor stores. You want some of the fastest selling items? Go to REI, go to Dick's, go to Public Lands, go to, Cabela's, things like that. Look at what is expensive. And that's probably what you should be buying. Just putting that out there. These did take a little while to sell, but they did finally sell for $33.97. I priced those up higher on the high side. That's probably why they took a little bit longer. But otherwise, they were only, I expect to sell within 90 days. Here's a cool shirt, long sleeve. This sold pretty quickly. I would say within a couple weeks. Sold for $29.97. the long sleeve shirts or the shirts that you can actually look up the style number will always command a better price and sell faster. The older items, Cool and Patagonia are like this too, where to me they're more filler pieces, especially their tops. Like they're just hiking shirts or performance shirts. I buy them. Patagonia and Cool shirts that I cannot really find the style codes. Or Patagonia you can always find it, but Cool you can't. I always price those at like $25. If it's a long sleeve, I price it at $30. And if it's a higher end item, it's typically you can find the more specific pricing for those. But those are also something that I look as filler / bread and butter items. They're going to take you a minute to sell, but they will sell at some point. This is a new to me brand. It just felt really nice. Southern Point. And it's got a very classic green plaid. You look this up, guys. The sell-through's okay. It did sell. It sold in about a month for $24.97. So if you see Southern Point, guys, grab it. Also, it also has a little dog on there. So normally when you see animals like that, it's a pretty solid brand. Here's something that when I picked it up, I was hoping it would sell for more, but it didn't. Why? Because there's holes all over the place. But Icebreaker's strong enough where it still will sell. It did take a long while, probably about 3 months at this point, but it sold for $22.47 on a 10% off offer of $25 plus shipping. So guys, the topic of the day was weathering the storm. I did a video on this, I think it was either last week or the week before, about the weather can only, the issues and everything can only control you so much. And I have recently seen now, my store's gone up over 580 items. I'm fluctuating between 20,000 and 21,000 total listed value. And I will tell you, my impressions have stabilized. Month over month, I'm up over 2%. And that's important to me because it has been since the beginning of August that I don't promote items anymore, guys. I'm not paying that 5% because I want more in my pocket. And you think, man, 5% is not so much. But when you think about it, 5% of my average weekly sales of like $2,800 is quite a bit. That's $140. And $140 is that, that pays about a third of my student loans, guys. So, it's stuff like that. You really got to start thinking of the numbers. And I did make a sacrifice. Fortunately for me, it seems like the sales kind of stabilized. I'm now getting anywhere from $200 to $300 in sales, and my average for the last couple weeks has been around that $290. And for me, it's like I really want to stay consistent at $250. So my impressions are up, my sales are stabilized, but the concerning thing for me is I'm still not 100% sold on eBay's technical issues being resolved. I'm still not sold on, if this experiment is working. I'm only about a month and a half into it. I told myself at 3 months, I'm going to readdress this. I'm going to see if this actually means anything. And, so far the results have been promising, and I'm encouraged by it, and I'm feeling excited to move forward and things like that. But it is somewhat nerve-wracking because there are days where like you look at your transactions report or your view counts, and it's like, man, today my view count is under $200 or 200 views total page views. I have been averaging anywhere from 400 to 500 page views every single day for the last 2 weeks. So why all of a sudden today is it so bad? And that's where I get this like pessimism that eBay is still tweaking around or trying to figure out what's really going on. Obviously you're getting radio silence from them. They're not telling you what they're doing or if they have any issues, or maybe it's just perceived issues. I fully believe we are in a recession, guys. And so that's why I decided to do what I'm starting to do without the promotions, without anything like that, because I want all the money. And I know these items that I buy are good items and they will sell in time. So for me, it's like I want to build kind of an insulation. I want more items. I want higher pricing. I want this to be like if we are in a recession and say, we go back to 2008, I fully believe eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, those websites are going to take off. So you're going to get more buyers. And, if I can have more hooks in the water, I'm going to benefit. And that's how you need to be seeing this stuff, guys. So, it personally, I feel like I've weathered the storm this last month and a half, the 2 months. I feel like, going into Q4, I'm really going to see a major difference. Year over year, I'm way up on sales, which I'm really surprised by. And, I'm just fully encouraged. But I am still on the verge of just saying, this may not have worked, but you know what? We're moving forward, and we have to have courage moving forward, because without courage, we'll never have growth. So let me show you the last two items, guys. Here is a Nike Panthers coaching polo. This did take quite a while to sell, but that's fine. I buy anything Major League branded, and typically price them at $25. I try to get these polos for under $10 or so, and I normally do. I normally wait until they're about $8 or less, and I buy them, list and kind of forget. This did sell for $24.51. I think I had it listed for $30, and this buyer was sending me some very odd offers, but I'm happy with that. And that's just proof, guys, that this stuff sells. I mean, I recently heard someone talk about not buying branded Nike items because it's such a niche thing, but it's like, yeah, but you're just wasting money. You're throwing money away, because if you look at that polo, it's like $60, $70 brand new. Someone's going to want something similar, and they're willing to pay a used price for it. Moving on, the last item here, guys, is a Pendleton. This is a vintage Pendleton. I priced it low. I priced this at $24.97. The pocket over here had started separating from the shirt. Didn't create a hole or anything. There weren't any holes. But Pendleton, you guys, if you have you're looking for I think it's the classic board shirt, which has leather patches. And there's a couple other ones. There's the Western style, which is a really nice shirt. There's certain ones where that'll have name right up at the top of the collar or down at the bottom of the hem inside the last near the last button. Those are what's going to command the money. These just generic ones like this, these campfire ones, are not going to get you a lot of money. If this was in perfect condition, I probably could have gotten closer to 30. But hey, I just listed this Saturday, I want to say, and so it only took a few days. Got $21 out of it plus shipping. But guys, that's it for another What Sold in 24 Hours. Like I said, I am in a very good mood. I feel like we have weathered the storm this far. I feel like there's a positive outlook. But you guys tell me, how are your stores doing? Have I encouraged you to maybe start different tactics on eBay? Have I shown you to new brands? Tell me in the comments section. I would love to hear from you guys. And until tomorrow, rule the day.